morning, everyone. Happy Friday. We are going live today with Redken Educator, and we are super excited to learn about some new products that they have going on. Welcome, everyone. Please, as you're joining us today, let us know where you're joining us from. Say hello. Click the button at the top and the bell. We go live every Friday on You Have Beauty Care Choices with different manufacturers, different companies to learn about products here. We're talking to our consumers, hairdressers, anyone that wants to learn a little bit more about Redken. This is your show today. Hopefully it'll be a little bit of a distraction and something to learn, expand our brains for today. We still have sanitizer in stock, so we still do have some of the Amir sanitizer. We have had a really long, crazy week. Just as soon as you think all of the products are going to come in and you've got a good plan, somebody throws a wrench in your plan. We've had a truck crash. We've had products go to Hawaii that were supposed to go to New York. We've had products go. So it's crazy out there, and you guys have had the best sense of humor and so much patience, and we just, we appreciate all of your support and patience throughout these crazy times. We're missing our hairdressers, sent out some love yesterday for National Stylist Day. Our clients from our salon, our local area here, we have been closed, and it's been almost 2 months now, or we're going on, definitely it feels like 6 years, but I know it's for sure a month. I have actually lost complete track of time, so I can't even tell you how long it's been, but I know it's been a month. So today I'm super excited. The products that we're going to be learning about today actually launched just this year, and it feels like they just launched because we've kind of been closed down, and so I haven't had a lot of time to play with them. And so I am going to use this time today with our educator to learn about some new Redken products myself. So if you have questions or if I'm not answering all the questions that you have because I've never used the products, feel free to pipe in. Michelle is here with us. She's going to be letting me know of any of your questions that come in. And then I also want to do a big shout out to my assistant, Allison, whose birthday it is tomorrow. Happy birthday to you. We love you, Allison, and could not do this without you. I really probably could not do my job without her. She's amazing, and we really do appreciate all the work that she does. She's here on the computer putting up the graphics for us today, so if you want to say hi and happy birthday to Allison, I'm sure she'd appreciate it. So I guess let's get this show started. I'd like to introduce to you guys Shonna Curtis, who is the educator for Redken. Welcome to the show, Shonna.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, where are you coming from? Where are you living?
I live in, not so sunny right now, San Diego, California.
Nice. My son's a UCSD Triton.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he's missing San Diego greatly, so we're a little jealous of your area.
Well, I live inland, so I'm not close to the beach, but, you know, we usually get a lot of sun, and today it's just not peeking out just yet, but it will.
Good. Well, tell us a little bit about your experience in the beauty industry. You're an educator. I know you're probably usually traveling the world and educating stylists and always so busy. We are so grateful to have you on our show and that you've got this time for us today.
Thank you for that. Yeah, thanks for having me, first off. And I am a hairdresser. I have been a hairdresser for 20 years, so please don't ask my age. I started when I was like 9, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have the opportunity to travel throughout the country. I'm regional, so I have all of San Diego County, all the way up to Temecula, Murrieta, and Menifee, if you know that area, all the way to El Centro. But I do travel the United States for Redken. I'm a full-time educator. I'm still behind the chair 1 day a week, and I just really believe that this industry I'm so passionate about because we just share information as hairdressers, right? We share information with our consumers. We share information with other hairstylists. My husband is a barber, so we eat, sleep, breathe hair at our house, you know. And I think it's so hard to talk about yourself, but The one thing that I'll share is that, I've been featured on Modern Salon. I have worked LA Fashion Week, Palm Springs Fashion Week for Roberto Cavalli. My true passion is color and
Good.
styling. So definitely goes all hand in hand. But I've worn other hats in the beauty industry. I always come back to education because that's my true passion, but I've been on the business side. So I've been on the sales side. I've been a brand manager before, a salon coordinator. I've been a chemical director behind the chair at a salon, a really large chain salon. So I think that
Wow.
it's really cool for us to, know that we have so many options, that this is a true essential profession that we are as hairdressers. So
Absolutely. I love that. We were talking a little bit before the show, getting to know each other, and I said people are always so fascinated with there's a lot more careers in the beauty industry than being behind the chair. I've been licensed for as long as you will say. and yeah, I've worn many different hats too, and it is such a diverse community. It's also a community I think right now that is suffering one of a big, I won't say more than any other community, but we're such people. We need interaction. We need closeness. I was speaking to a hairdresser this morning, and she just says, I miss my people, and I don't know how to do things virtually, although we're figuring it out on certain sides of our industry. Our stylists and behind the chairs, our frontline workers in the beauty industry, they're really suffering because we do miss our clients a lot. They become like family to us. So
they do. And there's so many, I'm so grateful for this type of platform, the digital platforms, Skype, Instagram Lives, Facebook Lives, Zoom. I am a master at none of them yet, but until now, right? Because that's the one thing that I really appreciate about hairdressers is that we can constantly evolve and just spin on a dime, and so I think it's really important for us to stay connected this way.
I saw something and I thought it was really important that I wanted to bring up too about our industry, and then we'll jump into all this stuff on Redken, but just that cosmetologists spend a year training for sanitation. We actually take huge courses on, preventing the transmission of disease. That's a huge part of our license. And we have to take a safety and sanitation test in order to get our license. So hairdressers are probably one of your safest places, as we get to open, to be, because we've been trained all along to keep our place sanitized. So we look forward to bringing ourselves back together. But I want to just, give that little shout out to our industry, because this is part of our license and our degree. So I say we are trained professionals ready to handle the challenge. So anyways, yeah. So tell us a little bit about Redken. I know you've worn many hats with different manufacturers, but we both love Redken, and Redken's doing some amazing things right now for our industry. But give us a little history on Redken.
Oh, I'd love to. Thanks for asking. I truly believe that as an educator, when you're talking and representing a brand, you have to believe in it. You have to be authentic to how you facilitate your classes. And so with Redken, it actually started in 1960 in California by a actress. Her name was Paula Kent. And she, back in the 50s and 60s, I don't know, a little hair history, but they would lighten their hair, right, in order to open up that cuticle to rough it up so they could achieve those really avant-garde styles, right?
Big old beehive.
And all of that, right?
Some of us still do that today, rough up our cuticle with bleach to get a little more volume.
Yours looks amazing. You definitely need to try the bleach recovery. You will absolutely love it.
Yes, we're going to talk more about that today, and I'm also I think I need your dry shampoo too, but I never knew that Redken was started by an actress in LA. Like, I've been in the industry and in television and film, and I didn't know that. That's crazy.
Isn't that crazy? Mm-hmm. And then she partnered up with a chemist. So his name was Jerry Redding. And so that's hence where Redken came from. So Paula Kent and Jerry Redding, and they created the first shampoo that you had to mix amino pond. So, and it was based off of the principles of pH science and balance of the hair, right? So that's where the true
our professional side came in, right?
Yeah, because it's so important to, know the whys of the pH balance of the hair and the pH scale. And so that's what Redken is all about, is really bringing that scientific technology into all of their products.
And it's the pH balance that does so much for our hair and our cuticles, and that's the science that usually goes behind most professional products that kind of differentiates, besides ingredients, from other type of grocery store or mainstream products.
100%, yeah.
I want to say a quick hi to Celine and Dave and Joe and Karen and Disa and Lisa and Nicole. Everybody that's joining us, please say hi. Feel free to throw some questions. We're here for you. If you want to get notifications of future shows, click that bell. We are with Shonna Curtis, educator with Redken, and learning a little bit about Redken's history. So once it was the family or the stylist actress started, where's Redken gone from there?
Oh, so there was a big earthquake in California, and that's where the original facility was. And after that earthquake, they moved it to New York City. So that's where we currently reside. Redken does. We have a beautiful Redken exchange, and that's where you could take classes, and the other thing, point of difference with Redken is they really truly believe that if you educate the hairdresser to learn better, right? And then we earn better so we can live our best lives. And I love that part of it.
Learn better to earn better. Love it.
Yeah. Learn better, earn better to live your best life, and that's what it's all about.
Love out to New York, too. Sending love to your city. Gosh. Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely.
So, want to get started on some of these fun Redken products?
Yeah, I'd love to know what people want to get from me in the next hour. I'm really excited to be here.
Well, I picked out some ones that I wanted to know about. So, the first one that I probably need today is our Deep Clean. And this dry shampoo category has gone huge, but somehow you guys really created a very cool dry shampoo. Tell us a little bit of the differences behind Deep Clean as a dry shampoo.
Okay, yeah. So Deep Clean is by far one of my absolute favorites. It is perfect for the day 3 or 4, right? So we know as we're quarantining, we're probably washing our hair less. At least I am.
I know some people having a challenge out of how long they can go before they shower. So, your roommate might want Deep Clean for you.
True. And it has such a beautiful, very clean fragrance,
it does.
Right? It has a rice starch, and that is for maximum absorption of oil. So this is definitely a really great deep clean, like it says, dry shampoo for those day 3 or 4 or 5, right? Mm-hmm. I hate to admit it, but I stretch mine out. I only shampoo my hair on Fridays.
Wow, that's really cool.
Yeah,
it's a good point, because day 1 you can really, obviously you've shampooed. Day 2, your hair still looks pretty good. But by day 3, you don't have time to shampoo always, and some of us just don't want a lot of shampoo in our hair. It kind of dries it, strips our color that we've just paid a lot of money for, and all that kind of stuff. So it's really important what she's saying. Day 3 and 4, or maybe 5, is what this is used for. That's awesome.
Yeah, and with Redken we have a lot of dry shampoos, right? It's a ever growing category right now.
It is.
So we have different options, but this one is definitely that heavy hitter for when you need to absorb the most amount of oil out of your hair. So
let's see the before and after, Al.
Yeah.
So this is kind of, and I could probably, I brought some here. I could probably do my own, just where you can kind of, it's a root product, right?
Yeah.
So you see that, and then you can clean it. And I'm using it, honestly, to even blend in, look, some of my line.
Oh my God, amazing.
Right?
Look at that. It just
Isn't that crazy? Where I was almost looking ombre, I actually got a little bit of blend to it. But as you mix it through, all of that white goes away. So it does not matter whether your hair is dark or light. You can use it. And you're going to do this before you style, not after you're already done. I always do this, I start the show looking good, and by the end I've messed myself all up using the products. But what a great before and after that you can just see. My side of the screen, she's just a little oily. And on Shonna's side of the screen, she's applied the dry shampoo to give yourself a little bit more volume with that.
It totally gives you volume. And if I could share a hot tip, I don't have the Deep Clean one, I have our other, but if you hold the can away from your scalp, that's how far you need to spray it. So you always want to make sure that you shake it before. And then, the other hot tip is that you're going to take it and just spritz like you were doing, so. Good
tips. We like that. It smells so good, and it's so fresh. Like after you're done, you feel like, oh, I'm almost like full shampooed again,
You totally feel like you just shampooed your hair.
Yeah. Yeah, and it is so fresh. I'm a little warm in the room I'm in, so that was really helpful.
I think we all are with the lighting, right?
Right. So Deep Clean, great tip for those of us not shampooing every day. And I think a lot of people misunderstand certain times on dry shampoos. They're like, oh, well, sometimes it makes the ends of my hair feel so dry. It's not meant for the ends of your hair. It's meant for the root, the scalp, and absorbing the moisture towards the scalp area from perspiration or your natural oils in your hair, correct?
Absolutely. And if you're in quarantine and you're working out a lot, this is like a must-have product.
Yeah.
Because not only does it absorb the oils, but also just that not fresh feel from sweat and all of that. So you definitely, yes, you're correct. You want to really focus on that root area. So we call it at Redken Zone 1, right? Mm-hmm. But you can also focus on some of those mid areas, especially if it's been a week since you've washed it. But definitely don't focus on the ends, because the ends need a lot of hydration and moisture.
Yeah, it's not sucking the oils out. So that's a great product for right now, just to have around to keep you fresh. I keep one in my purse because it does help you just stay fresh throughout the day if you're driving around. I have a convertible, get a little sweaty. It just helps you freshen up right at your stop. Another one that I'm really interested to learn a lot more about is the Detox Cleansing Cream. Which I also think could be pretty good at this time right now. Why? We're all stuck at home. We may as well just do the bun, right? And protect our hair and give it a break, right? That's what we're doing, and just wait for your salon. But while we're doing that, we can actually heal it, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, so with hair cleansing cream, this is my go-to. This is in my shower. This was actually in my shower this morning because I didn't have time, so I'll wash my hair tonight since it's Friday.
Oh, yeah. You lose shampoo day for Shonna.
Yay, hair wash day. So, but what this product is amazing for is, since we are doing dry shampoo as a routine during the week and maybe only washing once or twice a week, this hair cleansing cream is a very gentle, clarifying shampoo that has fruit extracts, okay? And so we recommend that if you're dry shampooing all week long and then on the weekends you need to detox your hair. Mm-hmm. And so this is fantastic for it because with the fruit extracts and the technology, it actually removes pollution buildup. It removes styling product buildup. Just different minerals in the water, which is so important for that. And if you really have to do a deeper cleanse, you can put this on the hair, lather it up, and put a plastic cap and let it sit for 5 or 10 minutes to do an even deeper detox.
Fun little at-home spa project, right? You're going to be cleaning your baseboards or whatever you're doing today. Put a little cleansing cream on, wrap it up in some saran wrap, whatever you have, a grocery veggie bag, and have a little deep cleanse or deep condition cleanse, kind of, as you're restructuring. Redken put out a great map to show us where in the country, in the United States at least, do we have the harder waters. Tell us a little bit about this.
Yeah, so I believe in the darker blue areas.
Yeah, I'm looking at the legend, yeah.
The harder waters.
Yeah.
And, I think with, we're washing our hair, we're not usually having a filtration system at home when we're washing our hair. Some people choose to do that, but a product like this, because when you have minerals in the water and buildup, especially with blondes or lighter hair colors, you start to get a little bit of that grassiness, and that's caused by hard water.
Right.
So if you've ever had that experience where you're like, I love my hair, but now all of a sudden after a couple washes, it's starting to, get dull or, have some different hues. Some people I've seen where they have even a bluish green tinge, right? Which I think cooler blondes would enjoy that better. But
if we could only pick and choose, is my hair going to grab the copper from the old rusty pipes? Is it going to grab the chlorine, which is a little more blue-green? Can I pick and choose what toner I get out of my pipes? No, you can't. So in order to remove the unwanted ones, we have Detox Cream.
Yeah, so this is the Detox Cleansing Cream. We've had this out for Redken for a while, but it got a facelift, a revamp. So if you've used hair cleansing cream before, it's the very same technology that everybody loves. Right. It's just in a cooler bottle. It really reminds us, and the consumers to detox. We have to do that. We just like I sometimes feel like I got to detox my body. And this is a perfect example, even with your redheads, right? Mm-hmm. Our redheads will start to become a little bit dull, brown out, and that's due to a lot of the copper in the water too. And so look at how much brighter this before and after. So before detox and then after, it just makes the color pop.
That's amazing. That is so amazing, just from a deeper cleansing. So it's kind of, if you think about it too, you're shampooing and conditioning less. So you're using some dry shampoo, and then in the end, you're just resetting, right? The detox is kind of resetting for the week and giving you a clean palette to start building back up again.
Oh yes, do this like self-care Sunday, right?
I love it.
Like treat yourself, like you're dry shampooing all week, and now it's time for you to detox and really treat your hair.
I love that. So we've got our shampoo Friday, our detox Sunday. Good things. I really like telling people too where the packaging has gone. So thank you for that, because we get a lot of questions on that, and then people are always worried as soon as their package changes. Did you change the formula? So the formula stayed the same. It just got a facelift, right?
Absolutely, yeah. It's still
and then our deep clean that we talked about, our dry shampoo that we just covered, that a lot of people were loving pillow proof, right? And so the people who loved pillow proof did go away. And this is a product very similar, but I like it a little better. So that's exciting too, just to let people know kind of the evolution of the products, because we get those questions all the time. Where'd my product go?
I too feel you on that, because we all have our favorite products, right? But I like to explain it as like an iPhone. I just purchased the new iPhone or something, and then a month later, this new technology comes out. But just know that technology, I'm going to want it. It's a better technology, so.
Yeah, and you want them to keep coming out with better products, better technology, better ingredients, better way to use the ingredients they have. So that's a great analogy, because everyone wants the new iPhone.
Everybody's going to want the new detox and deep clean.
and who can refuse the shiny packaging, right? A little sparkle goes a long way in my world.
That's with it. I'm like, I tell all of my hairdresser friends that own salons, I'm like, who wouldn't want, like, we're distracted by sparkly things too, right? So
that would look beautiful on any shelf for sure. And bathroom counter, it actually does match my new bathroom design too, so that's exciting.
Oh, I love that. You need to take a picture and send it to me.
Okay, I will. Well, this next line that we're getting into, I'm super excited to learn about, because I do have those clients that struggle with, my hair only gets this long. So tell us about extreme length.
Oh my God, I love it.
I'm sorry we
So
have a bottle over your face, but
that's okay.
You can
Don't
duck
worry
behind
about
the bottle. Peek out
it. It's
over
like
here.
a pirate eye patch.
I like it.
So, what I love about this line is anybody that is struggling to grow their hair out, right? My hair, for example, this is not all long and luscious because I grew it. I have beautiful extensions. My hair is really fine. And though it grows, because I see it at my root area, my ends break, right? And that's just the reality of certain types of hair. And what this product is it has biotin. And so we know that we ingest, a lot of us take biotin or biotin gummies to help with hair growth, but it's actually in the line. So for best results, you're going to use both the shampoo and the conditioner. Okay. It also has castor oil. And so I don't know if you guys know, but castor oil, it helps to stimulate hair growth.
Huh. I did not know that.
So, yeah. And then we also have the star product. I don't know if you can see the Extreme Length Leave-In Primer. This is fantastic because it helps reduce breakage. So what will happen is our hair will grow, but then, with the fine or chemical sensitized hair or anything that, if your hair is weak at the bottom, it starts to break. So if you ever brush your hair and see those little, hairs on your countertop, that's breakage. And so this helps reduce up to 81% breakage.
Wow. So let's be really clear about who is the ideal client for this.
Yeah. So this would be for anybody that is wanting to grow their hair, because I think there's a slide that we have that will show the before and after, but you can grow your hair an additional 6 inches within the year utilizing this 3 product line.
Wow,
So,
that's a big difference. So we're having a question come in online. If you're already experiencing damage, will this mend the hair?
Oh yeah. So it definitely can help mend. We do have another product that we're going to talk about. And, I say hair care is so customizable, right? And we prescribe it based off of what's going on with the hair. So these are intermixable too, right? So if you're shampooing your hair twice a week, you might
like to say cocktail.
Yeah, I love that.
Cocktailable.
Yes, cocktailable. You could use Extreme Length shampoo, right? And then use something else that we're going to talk about in a little bit, as your conditioner, and then finish up with cocktailing the Extreme Length Leave-In Primer with something else that we're going to show you guys in a little bit. So I hope that answered it. So it's not one size fits all, right? It's very customizable, and you can cocktail them based off of the needs of your hair.
Absolutely. So if you're already bleached and damaged, but the one which we'll talk about in a little bit for our highlighted clients, no matter what level you're highlighting to, but this one, the Extreme Lengths, let's show them these products. This is for those clients. Sometimes your hair just will not grow past your shoulders. It can be the friction of your shirt as it grows or whatever it is, but that hair is fragile. It is not responding well to color or bleach, no matter how delicate your hairdresser is. You've just got that hair that doesn't like chemicals, and it's just not going to grow past here. These are the products for you. It doesn't matter if you're blonde, brown, red, whatever your hair type is. It's more of kind of like a fragile texture issue or a fragile density of your hair. If it's a finer, easy breaking hair, then this is something that you might want to try. And like Shonna told us, it can be used in different ways, whether you use this shampoo in a different conditioner or treatment. This primer that she's talked about, this leave-in, is probably, I think, one of the most amazing products I've seen, results with biotin many times. So I think leaving the biotin in your hair throughout the day could be a great answer.
Absolutely. Yeah, so this is for anybody that wants to reduce breakage, right? So we know as consumers, as hairdressers, when we put a brush through our hair and we see those little tiny bits on our countertop, right? That's breakage.
Yes.
And so if you want to reduce the breakage in your hair, you're going to use this line. Everybody needs it. I absolutely think that it's an amazing technology that they came out with the biotin and the castor oil. Castor oil has been used in a lot of products, throughout the decades, and it really to help stimulate that hair growth.
Yeah, I know castor oil from many different things in the, you hear from your grandma or whatever. They used to take a spoonful to induce pregnancy or this. So it's funny that it does make sense in my brain. It's a stimulator,
It is a stimulator.
It gets things going. It gets things moving either internally or topically. That makes sense to me. I love that. And I love that biotin makes sense to me too, because if you take it internally, it would make sense that your skin is, our largest organ and we absorb what we put on our hair. And I love hearing products with good ingredients, right? The beneficial preventative ingredients. That's amazing.
Absolutely. Oh, that's a great analogy. The one I totally forgot, the spoonful of castor oil.
Exactly. I mean, they've used it for many different ways to get things moving. And yes, that does make sense. Let's say hi to Sam, Deb, Laura, Sue, Monica. Thank you all for joining. Let us know where you're coming from if you have any questions or this is Shonna Curtis, educator from Redken, and so any of your Redken answer questions, she would have the answers, even if we're not talking about those products today. Feel free to throw them at us. We'd love to hear from you. So the next line that will kind of tie it together with our previous question is our extreme bleach recovery. This is a pretty amazing product.
I love how it's on my...
Exactly, now it's on your forehead, exactly. Now you can really make the eye patch over here, right? With the
Well, totally. I gotta get the angle. I can't get the angle, but you guys get it. Have some fun with it.
For sure. So extreme bleach recovery. This is a great tip for blondes right now, because what a better time to just give yourself that great break and recovery process.
Absolutely. I actually just used this yesterday. I am still teaching digitally for Redken, which is super exciting. And so I'm doing a lot of mannequins. And we did a class yesterday on a 20-minute express highlight service class, because we're going to need that, And so my mannequin has been used and abused. I've used her a couple of times to bleach out her hair.
Our favorite client.
Yeah, right. And the bleach recovery, what I loved about this when they launched it is, I don't know if you guys know what Cica cream does, but a lot of hand ointments and stuff have Cica in it, and it creates a barrier, right, for the hair. And then it also has Lamellar Water, and that I'm going to show you guys. This water has healing properties. We call it kind of like a wonder water,
Water.
Yeah, wonder
the Band-Aid, hair Band-Aid. I read in the paperwork in the printout on it. They're calling that the Band-Aid for hair, right?
It is a Band-Aid for hair, because when we bleach out our hair, I know we have hairdressers and consumers on this, but every time we lighten our hair, we break disulfide bonds, right? And so it weakens your hair, and this product is going to help to strengthen it. So think of the Lamellar Water as a Band-Aid for your hair, right? It does it's very unique in the sense that this is in place of your conditioner for that day, okay, that you're using this. So we have our Bleach Recovery Very Gentle shampoo. And then we have the Lamellar Water, and there is little mLs on here to show you the amount of dose. And you're not going to put this where you don't have the damage. So you're really going to put it on your mids and ends, right, where the damage has occurred, to help strengthen that. But it acts like a liquid Band-Aid, and it gets slightly warm. So
when you put it on, it gets warm. Huh.
Yeah. And so you're going to put it on the hair, it's going to get slightly warm, and then it's going to start to lather a little bit. And you're going to let that sit on your hair and heal, and then rinse it.
How fun.
Yeah.
Sounds like something totally unique. So we're going to shampoo our hair, and then we're going to take this. Is the second step, or do we have a conditioner? No.
No,
This
so
is the
this
conditioner.
Mhm.
Okay. And then
Yeah.
this is going to go on the damaged part. So up here, if you saw it before my dry shampoo where I really, but all of this is fresh hair. This is
Yeah.
damaged hair. So I would apply down here, correct?
Correct.
Rub
Yes.
it in. It'll kind of foam up and do its thing, and then I'm
Yeah.
gonna rinse out.
Yep, exactly. So you're gonna feel it, when you start to work with your hands, you're gonna feel it get a little bit warm, and that's okay. That's what you want because when you have something that's heat activated, it opens up the cuticle in order to adhere to our hair. So it's a very cool technology with this.
And then pull up the graphic again, Al. And then our third product, is that the third step, the tube in the middle? Awesome.
Yep, that
Okay.
is our Sika cream, right? So
Good.
remember Sika cream, that technology creates a moisture barrier. So
Okay.
think of that for our hair, right? So this really helps to reduce your split ends. So if you ever look at your hair and you see where your ends start to split, and you
Oh
can
yeah,
see
she's
these
got a great
little-
graphic. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
and-
we do see that, especially obviously once you've applied heat to it, you can kind of smooth it back down. But if you saw my hair fresh out of the shower before I style, it is that fuzziness that then it requires heat. And so you end up in this cycle to try and keep it down. And girls that have damaged hair are reluctant to go natural or not do heat because you frizz. So I
Right.
love this whole idea. The before and afters with the product to just smooth that down. So this is then a leave-in, I would think?
Yeah, so this the Sika cream is a leave-in.
Uh-huh.
So you would shampoo with the bleach recovery, and then rinse that out, and you would apply your Lamellar Water, right? Let that sit on the hair, let it heal, and then rinse that. And then before you style, sorry, turned it around. You put the Sika cream. So we're all learning together, right?
Yeah.
At Redken, we always say mistakes are okay because we learn from them,
Absolutely.
and it happens. We need to all be human.
Absolutely. And one thing we've learned with this time is if you're not flexible and you're trying to plan, you're going to be disappointed.
100%. No expectations, right? During quarantine, just do your best.
Roll with the flow. Got to be flexible for sure. So the last thing as we're coming kind of to the end, I really want to talk about the detangling properties of this because I think that is so huge for girls that have highly highlighted hair in any form, whether it's, you have dark brown hair and you have caramel highlights or whatever. That bleach is breaking those bonds. It is going to make it tangly and hard to come through. And so you end up with the girl on my side, the comb won't go through, it's stuck. So then you create more breakage, right? By trying to comb it out. So this
100%. This is a great visual to show everybody. I always say, do not comb your hair so much when it's wet, right? But this Lamellar Water, remember, it's healing the hair. So it's going to give it strength, and it's going to be easier to manage to detangle. But I always recommend a wide tooth comb when your hair is wet. Right? And until the hair is about 80% dry, that's when I go in with a brush because you don't want to create more damage. And that's what we can do to our hair. But, it really, with the Lamellar Water, it's healing that cuticle. And so it's easier to manage and detangle.
Good. I know that is probably one of the biggest things with highly bleached hair is you do fear almost even matting sometimes if you can't get those tangles out because the hair is just so weak at that point. So
Absolutely.
great little at-home spa day ideas here.
Yeah, and then another hot tip is if there are stylists that are listening to this, pre-toning. So you can put this on and get that even porosity
That makes
and
so much sense.
rinse it out and then do your toner.
So you would put that on and do the treatment through all the weak areas that you think might grab that toner a little faster. So
Yes.
especially our ends, as you've done highlights, you have the roots that aren't as porous, but these ends. So then you put a toner all over and you end up, the bottoms grab all that purple or blue or whatever you're toning with. So putting this on first, sealing those roots down, rinsing it out, then doing your toner, you'll get a more even look. You're smart. That's why you're the educator.
Well, I think all of us are smart. It's just, we at Redken give so much good information. They supply us with so many amazing products to allow us to do the job that we need, and again, it's very customizable. And that's the important key thing about Redken, is that they have a product for every problem.
Redken is really big on education. I have to say, out of all the companies out there, these resources that they provide us as stylists, salon owners, or even consumers out on many different areas, there's great videos out there. So many different educators have given us and shared their knowledge with us to help us figure out what to do if we've created our own mess, or don't have a stylist available immediately, or if you're just one of those curious people, which I kind of am, even though I'm a hairdresser. In all aspects, I want to know more about the products I ingest and put on my body, which is why we love having these conversations to educate people and make them more aware of what products they are choosing for their personal care needs. Shonna, how do people find you and find more out about Redken?
Oh, okay. So you can find me on Instagram at Shonna619 Education. So
Shonna, Shonna 619.
And then Education, Education. I know it's a mouthful. I'm on Facebook at just Shonna, Shonna Curtis, Curtis. And then RedkenPro.com, we have a ton of videos, editorials. We're working on right now a whole page that will be on there for links to our complimentary free digital education. There's other regional educators like myself out there, and we're all banding together. We're doing some co-facilitation. You need it, we will do it. So like business classes, what does it look like when we go back behind the chair? Consumer, I'm doing a live on my Instagram at 1, so right after this, with another regional educator, and she's going to do a quick upstyle, which would be great for consumers as well as us as hairdressers and salon owners. So there's a ton of education. So redkenpro.com for that. You would have to register as a hairstylist, but Redken also has a consumer site as well.
Great information. Shonna, thank you so much for being with us today, and we hope to have you back, learn more about Redken. Beauty Care Choices loves being a Redken retailer, and we love it in our salon, and happy to provide cosmetologists on the phone to help answer questions right now. If anybody has more questions, feel free. So great to meet you, Shonna. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you. It was a pleasure. I really enjoyed getting to see you and help anybody. I'm an open book, so if you have any questions for me, please reach out. And you guys have a wonderful day.
Thank you. Love to Redken and New York, and you as an educator. Love to all educators out there sharing your knowledge. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you.
So we will wrap up the show today. Just reminding you, we're on every Friday at 11 doing these type of shows to give you a little bit more information on the brands that we love and use here in our salon at Beauty Care Choices. If you have any ideas of future shows or any questions, feel free to throw them our way. We do have licensed cosmetologists answering your phones. We are a little short-handed right now on phones, so we don't have as much time to do consultations as we normally do, but we're hoping to be spooled back up here shortly and be able to give you guys the time and attention that you need when calling Beauty Care Choices. We've really enjoyed learning about Redken today, and thank all of the educators who are supporting Beauty Care Choices right now as we do our best to continue to try and get products out that help you stretch until your salon is available again. Stylists out there, we hope to have all of you back employed and out working as soon, but we love to know everybody's safe too. So just know our hearts are with you and our thoughts are with you, and have a great weekend. Goodbye for now.